And what's happening is I am having my computer attacked. I'm having my connection jammed. I'm having my computer CPU usage go all the way up to 100% and stay at 100%. So this says failed to save on server. A lot of this stuff over here is timeouts due to a man-in-the-middle attack. So what's happening is, from the computing perspective, what happens is you are, hang on one second. Behind the scenes, computing wise, what happens is your modem and router are accepting a satellite signal from your internet service provider. So your internet service provider satellite and then you have manual settings on your computers, like your IP, DNS, on your personal computer. So these are configurable settings, right? So if you want to change your IP address, that's something you can do. You want to change your DNS server, that's something you can do. And while changing my IP address, while changing my DNS servers, I typically get a different response as far as this hacking. And that's why a VPN is a useful tool. But when it comes to my internet service provider no longer being in the picture, my entire internet connection is coming in from the government, from the military, from the intelligence community. So that's how bad the internet jamming is. That's how bad the attack is that not only is every single web search logged in a government computer, and this is how it's done when you're on a list like I am, is if you call your internet service provider, I swear to God on my life, I've done this over 5 times at 3 different houses, they do not have connection to our routers. They don't have it. If you look it up by serial number, you look it up by any other way to do it, they literally do not have a connection to your IP address or to your router at the time that this happens. So what's happening is my entire network is being spoofed, is being presented to me like it's normal, and it is not. It is a man-in-the-middle network. And this can happen in the blink of an eye. Okay, so what's happened today is I was preparing a sticker order for an awesome person and a fellow humanitarian on this, and it's Havana Marlena. So I'm preparing a sticker order for the protest in Colorado that's coming up at the end of this month, so we can distribute her sticker, a targeted justice sticker, and then some of my stickers as well at this protest that's coming up. So literally, I kid you not, I've done all the work. I've designed everything. It's all finished. And the second I am uploading this stuff, the DNS connection with the sticker app, here's the page, stopped responding. 504, error, gateway timeout. And also, I was not using this DNS provider. CloudFront is not the DNS provider I was using. I just looked up a list of DNS servers to use. I tried manual settings and a couple different DNS servers, and this page was already loaded. And this is government grade hacking. Why it's not loading right now is because you don't need a web connection to view a page that's already been loaded. The information was already retrieved from the DNS servers. So I was using Cloudflare. Apparently Cloudflare and CloudFront are used synonymously, you know what I mean? But then there's connections from Cloudflare being connected to Amazon, who, if you remember from Justin Carter, aka Brian Coffrin, said that they are connected to this targeting system, this resonance frequency weapon system that uses remote neural monitoring on American citizens. So moral of the story is I changed my IP address from Cloudflare, CloudFront, I changed my DNS, excuse me. And we are still being fed an error message that says that this DNS cannot be returned from where? From CloudFront. So there's proof right there that I changed my manual settings, my IP address numerous times. I have to change it every single day. My DNS I changed today, and it shows that this is government grade hacking, and the spying as well. There's no such thing as a coincidence. So when I typed in the search bar test, the DNS responded, and it probably will again. And I've got 10 minutes of video clips that I'm trying to edit on my video editor, and they're not loading. So it's failed to save to server of exactly what's been happening this whole day. So this test tab is loading differently. See, they returned it. The DNS returned my request on this web search. So when my PC, my personal computer, via radio frequency, talked to the modem, the router in the house, the Wi-Fi modem, and said, "Hey, dog, I'm trying to look up test." Then the modem, the router, talks to the internet service provider satellite. Okay. And then between this connection, or if it's not my internet service provider, it's government man in the middle, something happened, which is government grade hacking, very hard to prove, very hard to trace, that then returns my request or does not return my request. Now that gives these entities the ability to filter every search we make. Okay? Every single search you make can be filtered, with the search results, the number one result being changed based on target audiences. So it just returned, here's proof again, it just returned this test. And then now when I duplicate this tab, the sticker app checkout is the whole ass thing. I'm just trying to check out and send Marlena her stickers for this protest that we both disagree with, that we both are attacked and affected by every single day, and everybody in Targeted Justice. I just got another email from Targeted Justice talking about how bad Lynn Bear has been attacked of late with these weapon systems. And this shit is fraud. It's modern crimes against humanity. And when Targeted Justice shows that this is happening, then they do show trial after show trial after show trial. When I show that this is happening, when Havana Marlena shows that this is happening, then it's shadow banned, or nothing's done about it. Our reports aren't taken seriously. Now, when there's a protest to fight against this crap, and I'm helping every way I can to get this made, get this sent over there so it's ready, so it's there. Now this shit's happening. I swear to God on my life, I am not doing anything to make this up. I am not being dishonest in any way. Every time I turn my Wi-Fi on, it doesn't want to accept my connection. I have to change my IP address, try my VPN, mess with it. Spend 25 minutes just to get my Wi-Fi on every single day. And then whenever I'm editing on Veed, at any moment in time, we might have errors like this that says that failed to save on server. So it's just making it impossible. And this video that I uploaded that's 2 minutes long, it's just the intro of this horrible hacking that I've been going through today. Its uploading is stalled to 3%. 3%. So that's why we've got towers and satellites all over the sky, is so that we can load videos slower than dial-up connection. Now, I normally have my settings set on manual, but to practice science and the best way that I can, the way that I was taught, to eliminate every variable, I set it on standard settings. This is exactly what everybody uses when they connect to their Wi-Fi unit. So this is now even more proof of government-grade hacking. And let's see, did that page finally load? Well, it did load. It loaded new information. It ran a DNS request again, because this is a new page. And now it's saying 504 error. The request cannot be satisfied. And I will hit that refresh wheel again, and the same exact error should populate once again. And once again, this is not my DNS. Cloudfront, Cloudflare, that is not the DNS that I manually typed in. So here's proof, government-grade hacking. Okay, there is a whole division called the IC3 that has to deal with this. And then the FBI deals with this. And then the police department deals with this. But then when a government agent or organized stalkers that work at fusion centers and other various places and military instances, defense contractors that have access to our satellites, our cell towers, it's never investigated. These people are enabled to be criminals. So every single search request I make, job related, finance related, all of my life is influenced by their discrete control, this discrete man in the middle attack. When I'm trying to make something to help a protest, help a person that is a great person, that I'm trying to help them spread their message, they jam my connection up. When I invested in cryptocurrency, right when I tried to get out of the project I was in because the market just started sliding, it was a downslide, they attacked my connection. I was unable to sell because my connection was jammed to zero. And then I had to use mobile signal, which is not safe to do financial transactions, because then you're pinging your signal off of a company, most likely like Crown and Castle in Las Vegas, that has no ethics whatsoever, that will sell your data, will give it all to police, will commit it's either Fair Claims or False Claims Act violations, where we're not told about that as consumers. If when we went to go get our very first cell phone, they say, well, every single time you go anywhere, we're going to log that data and keep it for your lifetime, I'm pretty sure most people would have never gone through that whole mobile phone thing. And not only just your location, your conversations as well. Maybe you're going through a bad breakup and you're getting hit in the head with neuro weapons, and you say something that doesn't really reflect your character. Because I've been in that situation. And now that's logged for eternity while you're a young person trying to mature in life. You know what I mean? Well, you've got, God knows what's happening to you. You know, you don't feel normal. Why is it? Well, it's because we're being attacked by these fucking discrete means of transcranial stimulation, which is Project Bluebeam, which is transhumanism, which is Andrew Bustamante, the secret agent who talks in all these podcasts now. When he smirks and says, oh yeah, the CIA controls everything. Oh yeah, CIA agents actively kill terrorists in other countries with drones from their computer at home. When these types of things are relayed to the public and nobody gives a shit, and then when people try to get together and go fight for our rights and protest and try to put try to change the narrative for the good, show that good people are being really hurt by this. And this is the type of shit that happens. So I'm still connected as I just ran this test, and I'll refresh this and show that they'll probably return that request again. Yep, just return the test request. And now, but if I go to my stickerapp.com/checkout, which is exactly the correct address, it's not returning the request. So I've got 10 to 15 minutes worth of footage that I want to upload showing the developer tools console that shows the DNS selectively responding. Imagine you're Batman and you tell Alfred, hey, Alfred, go get me a cookie. And then he just says no. Your robot butler, your computer, you tell them, go get me this information. And then it's just like, nope, you can't have that. That's what the government's doing, very, very discreetly. And it is the government because I have checked every variable possible. I turn on and off a VPN. I use manual configurations and then the standard configurations. The standard configurations works for every single person in America. And then if you want more security, more privacy, more speed, then you set your manual configurations, as I always do. And none of the things I'm doing is working with this one specific task. It's not that this site requires a lot of information. No, it's a very quick, snappy, good website. So why is this happening? It's because this is control. This is trying to control the outcome of events. The more things we have to show people that this is really happening, like a sticker, like people like myself, like Marlena, adding more stories, adding more of a foundation to this plight that so many people are oppressed with, it makes it to the point where you can't argue that it's happening. You could only try to hide it. And then that paints a picture of these antagonists as exactly what they are. Evil people trying to control the world by doing things that are illegal, like this. So this is important evidence. And this is the phraseologies that these people teach each other is training. It conditions these people into thinking that they're cool. They're actually fucking nerds that are committing war crimes. That's the right way to address these people.